Hey guys, so as you know, my French 3s have been working on a project-based learning unit where they will go into our kindergarten classes and basically present a lesson. And so I let my students choose their driving question or essential question. I let them choose what they want to do and how they want to execute this. So today, my students and I are going to collaborate on a rubric so that they can kind of decide how they should be graded. And what we'll do is look through the Ohio Foreign Language Learning Standards, which are pretty much based off of the ACTFL standards, ACTFL, and we will kind of self-evaluate after we're done with these projects. But I just want every aspect of this project to be student-driven and to be student-centered. So everything from the rubric to what they're doing to how they're doing is all being determined by them. Now, in the sense of project-based learning, this project isn't like 120% like filling every criteria of project-based learning, because our authentic audience is our kindergarten here in our elementary school. So I mean, like, depending on who you ask, that's not necessarily an authentic audience per se. And then on top of that, our essential question or driving question, which is usually like a problem to solve, is really ultimately my students just deciding on an aspect of French to teach to the kindergarten. So, and again, it's not like 120%, but this is our very first time doing it in French 3. And this is an introduction. They don't do a lot of project-based learning at our school as far as like the essential driving question paired with an authentic audience. Not saying that teachers don't do it, we just don't do it often or a lot. We do a lot of projects, but not project-based learning that's super student-driven like this one is. So I'm anxious. I definitely want to execute our project like this again. I'm planning to do this with my English 9 students in the spring. And it will be more authentic than this French 3 one as far as project-based learning goes. So today my students are going to come in. We're going to discuss how they should be evaluated. We're going to collaborate on a Google document, and my students are divided into 3 groups, and so each group will be responsible for one aspect. Oh my gosh, what is my hair doing? I don't even know. We'll be responsible for one aspect of the rubric, so that will be 3 aspects, and then I will do the 4th. So I will kind of fill in whatever I feel like they need to be evaluated on if they didn't cover it. Hey guys, I'm just eating some lunch and I'm taking a few minutes to film a little update on where my French 3 students are with their projects. Remember, they're doing that project-based learning for their childhood unit and they're presenting to the kindergarten. The kindergarten in our school is their authentic audience. We have pre-K through 12 all under one roof. I mean, we have like separate wings of our buildings in this public school, but we are centralized. And we will just walk right over on Monday and they will present these lessons to the kindergartners. Today, my students wrapped up their final touches on their projects. They printed off coloring sheets for the students. One of the things they created was this really cool trifold, which I thought was really cute. I think they did really well on this. You can see they wrote in French, and then they also wrote like a little pronunciation key with each one on how to say it in French. My other students have like videos that they'll be doing. Another group has like little flashcards. Another group is doing like little game boards and they're gonna play Chutes and Ladders, and they actually made their own game boards for that. They've put a lot of effort into this and it's been so open-ended. They've been able to let their creative juices flow and really decide how to engage their students, their kindergartners, and how to present the French that they know to them. I'm really excited because I think that this is gonna really teach them the pronunciation of the French, because now they have to be intentional and think about the pronunciation rules I've been giving them over the last 2.5 years. And they have to figure out not only the pronunciation, but also make sure they have the correct spellings, the correct context of the words that they're teaching them. So I just think it'll really cement their own French in and gives the kindergartners something fun to learn. On Monday, I have them getting out of class early from their 2nd period because I have them 3rd period, so they can come here, get ready, and then go straight down for 3rd period to kindergarten so that we can be prompt and ready. I have a little dress code for them. I just said, you know, no ripped jeans, no joggers, no sweatpants, nothing like that. You have to look nice, professional-ish. So we're excited. I hope they're ready. I gave an evaluation sheet to the kindergarten teachers
and they will actually be evaluating my students while they're presenting the lesson to the kindergartners, and it looks like this. So that's what I gave them, and then they'll give that back to me sometime in the next week, and let me know how they evaluated my students. And then the last thing is, wow, I lost my train of thought. Oh, so I was thinking about creating a whole document for this, like one whole document with all my rubrics and ideas and everything I've done, and selling it on Teachers Pay Teachers. I started a Teachers Pay Teachers little shop about a month ago, and I just have a few items listed if you want to check it out, mostly French related content. I think there's one Hunger Games item, but I thought about uploading this to Teachers Pay Teachers, and because it's a great project-based learning unit, and if you're a French teacher who has access to authentic like audience besides within your own school, this would be even better. Like if you could find an authentic audience near you, like maybe even some authentic French speakers, like I think this would be really, really cool to do, because it's so open-ended. I can kind of give you like the guidelines and the rubrics, and then you can make it your own and cater it to your students and cater it to like your community basically, without having to recreate the wheel and come up with everything on your own. Like I kind of give you the guidelines and then you fill in blanks. So I thought about doing that. We'll see if I get around to it or not. So that's your update. I'm gonna finish my lunch, and then I have a like advising study hall period, which is really like it's the longest half hour of my day, to be honest. And then I have French 2, and then I have French 1, and then it's Friday and the weekend starts, and Monday we have this really fun project with my French 3s. So I will talk to you guys.
Okay, so today is the day that French 3 presents their projects to the kindergarten, and I'm nervous for them. Yeah, I don't know why. Like, I know they're gonna do great and they've prepared adequately, but I'm just nervous for them. I hope that like the kids don't get bored and that they enjoy it, and that my students have fun and that they learn something from it, and that they're confident in their French. So, okay, so here's what's funny is, none of the groups asked me about any of the pronunciation of the words they're presenting. Like I have a group doing colors, a group doing numbers, and a group doing animals, and they didn't ask me anything about pronunciation, which obviously we've learned all of those terms already, but I mean, the pronunciation isn't always like perfect. So I'm just curious, like, have they been like looking online for like audio on how to pronounce these words, or do they just feel confident in like the pronunciation rules they've learned? I don't know. This is going to be very interesting. I mean, obviously if they mess up, the little kids aren't going to know, and the kindergarten teachers aren't going to know. I'm going to be the only one who knows. But yeah, so that'll be kind of cool and interesting to see. So this project actually does align with some of the ACT-FL standards. I might have mentioned that in the video earlier. Yeah, I wanted to make sure that this project-based learning was also still aligning with what teachers and students across the country are trying to achieve in their foreign language classrooms. So this does align with some of the ACT-FL standards. When I prepare this document and put it on Teachers Pay Teachers, I will also put the standards that it aligns with on there as well. So yeah, here we go. All right, so I want to film just a little outro to this video on the French 3 project-based learning segment that I did. I think overall my students liked the project. I had 90% participation. I had one student who didn't show up either day, which was a little bit disappointing. However, that happens, right, to everybody. I think the most important thing you can learn as a teacher to never take things personally. Students have individual struggles that they bring to the table or the classroom, and they often have little to nothing to do with you. Anyway, I feel like the project went exceptionally well. We will absolutely be doing it again. We're actually going to return to kindergarten. I had 2 kindergarten teachers request that we come back and do a follow-up. I really look forward to developing some more project-based learning materials and units for my French 3s and to students in the future, and you can look forward to that. Please check out my Teachers Pay Teachers shop for this French 3 PBL. Take care, you guys.